Interesting times ahead. But let's get into our conversation for tonight. The PDP is once again facing internal turbulence as its governors appear divided over calls for the expulsion of some of the party's influential figures, including Chukwueke, Ayofayoshi, and Samuel. Also asked whether PDP National Organizing Secretary Umar Baturi, acting national chairman of the Wike faction of the party, Mohammed Abdurrahman, chairman of the faction's newly inaugurated board of trustees, Mao Uwabua, Austin Nwachukwu, George Turner, Abraham Amadi, and Dan Obi. The disagreement, which reflects deeper tensions within the PDP, is raising fresh questions about unity and the party's direction ahead of upcoming political contests. Tonight, we take a closer look at the growing rifts and what it could mean for the future of the party. Political affairs analyst Jerry Chukwueke is my guest tonight. Also joining me virtually from Kebbi State is Umar Aminu Kalgo, is a lawyer and public affairs analyst. Gentlemen, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us on the program. Good evening, Mr. Chukwueke.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Kalgo, can you hear me? Good evening to you. Welcome to Politics Tonight. Right. So let me start with you, Mr. Chukwueke. Right. Because many have called the PDP all sorts of names for allowing top guns in the party who engaged in anti-party activities in the last election stay in the party without doing anything, especially the minister, Chukwueke. So is his expulsion long overdue?
Well, let me say this. There are several sides of this story. But I think that what is important, in my view, is that the PDP now has the opportunity to truly start to rebuild their party because the train has left the station for 2027. There is no doubt about that. And I think, therefore, the focus ought to be not necessarily recycling the old politicians, but go out, come up with a proper agenda and a template to go on recruitment drive. New ideas people, fresh blood, private sector people.
You're not answering my question.
No, but wait a second. That's the future. We're talking about 2027.
No, let's talk about what happened 2 days ago.
Yes.
Is his expulsion long overdue?
Well, I can't. My point is there are several sides of that story. And Mr. Wike, former Minister Wike, Minister Wike, rather, former governor, will tell you that that position doesn't stand on legality. I mean, so he has his own side of the story.
An expulsion. From all the sides you have seen,
yes,
and from your analysis of all the sides you've seen,
yes,
is that expulsion long overdue?
I can't comment on that without taking a position that will be essentially not in compliance with the law and all the different rulings. There's a bit of confusion going on. And I think that continuing to absolutely bid on the issue of who is right and who is wrong at PDP at this stage does not serve our country any purpose that is meaningful. Because we need credible and viable opposition. This government needs it and welcomes it. And I just think that rather than all of this back and forth, chicken and the egg, and they don't seem to have a solution, to focus on the future. Get on out now and start to rebuild this party. Be forward thinking, new ideas people, fresh blood, recruit people from the private sector. Show me a reason why they must join. Nigerians want to be a part of the system. Professionals, people in the diaspora. Get on out and bring a new breed of politicians and quit recycling the old names and the same people over and over again, and we go back to motion without movement. Because 2027, in my view, it's like I said, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. The train has left the station.
For the PDP?
I think that Mr. President and my party is so way ahead, it's not even funny. So if I were the PDP people, because I believe, and many Nigerians want credible opposition, they need to focus on rebuilding the party for the future, and less focus on 2027.
And given that Chukwueke, currently serves as the FCT minister in an APC-led administration, what do you think the political implications would be if this decision stands?
Well, again, I just have, when you look at what's going on in the PDP, and we're going to see more in the next few days, with Minister Chukwueke's faction holding a neck beating and also essentially driving their own agenda. I call it chicken and the egg. At this point, if the objective is 2027, it's too late. But I think they ought to be now forward-looking to rebuild that party, but bring fresh people into the game. We need new ideas in the opposition.
So with the expulsion of Wike, Ayofaish and the likes, it's time for fresh blood to come into the party.
Well, I'm not talking about the expulsion per se. I'm saying that the party or any other credible opposition, whether it's the ADC or PDP or whatever mix, it is time to start to rebuild for the future with fresh blood, new ideas, and people who bring value, and many Nigerians are eager to join. But 2027, I believe the train has left the station.